Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Mania Legends. So we are about to unlock the Ladybug Dragon in the Rosie Outlook event. And all that we have to do for now is just feed up our Smoke Dragon, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get 2 flowers from this. It doesn't look like it, so I'm probably just going to have to go ahead and speed this up with 25 gems. I mean, it's a little bit annoying, but I would rather do this than wait. But there we go, milestone completed! Rosie Outlook, the Ladybug Dragon. And I do adore the look of this guy, and I mean, we knew that this dragon was out months and months and months ago, but they never actually released it at all. So I'm happy that this was finally the event where it came out, and obviously it is spring, so it fits in very well. And so we now have moved on to tier 9 of the event. So we are getting much, much closer to finishing everything off. But let's put our Ladybug into the hatchery anyway, because, you know, the sooner I get this guy hatched, the sooner that we can add him to our collection. And so we need to wait 13 hours and 27 minutes before we take him out of there. You know what? I don't even care all that much. But for tier 9 of the event, first up, we need to catch creatures, which is obviously the good old fun thing where we just go and look for all the presents and just tick them all. Or, like, click them all, I should say. Tick them? What? But, you know, usually these presents end up spawning once every 15 minutes or so. So that's normally okay. And we have to feed dragons as well. And what is this? Video reward. Watch a video for 3,000 food. Your dragon still looks a bit hungry. Watch this video and in return I'll give your beast a tasty treat. You know what? No thank you. I am not that interested in 3,000 food. I mean, I've got all of the stuff in these farms here, so, you know, less like 7,500 food per farm. Your 3,000 in exchange for a, like, 20-second advert does not interest me. Not today, at least. But the feeding, or leveling up dragons, I should say, it takes about 2 hours and 40 minutes for the pool to fully reset. And the other thing for this tier is dungeon battles, so, you know, if your team isn't well suited to doing dungeon fights, then this is probably going to be your limit in the event, which does suck. But, you know, as long as you have tried, you know, I think that's better than nothing, and you can still get the Ladybug without having to do all 8 of these dungeon fights. So I'm hoping that it works out for you guys. But our autumn can mostly one-shot all of these enemies. In hindsight, I probably should have used that on the banana. And I don't know why I took this prairie dragon with us. He doesn't even have stone cold. Okay, that was my mistake. Ignore what I just did. Basically, he's just acting as a way for them to infect us easier. I should just take my autumn dragon in on his own in future. But again, I have one very high level dragon at level 70, which is this guy. And the other 3 dragons now that I have are level 57, level 54, and level 51. So the enemies that we're coming up against will probably be like level 56-ish. I'm going to guess 55, level 56 with the other 3 dragons. And when they're against the autumn, they're about level 66. And stop it with these adverts, please. And there we go. We've got level 56s here, so we will put our Comet first, our Clay, and then, you know what, we can actually use our Lantern Dragon now because he's a high enough level. I mean, it's weird having 3 dragons now, and look, we got the 2 serpents and the mighty Clay in the center. That was kind of cringe, but, you know, I just find it funny how, like, when you put the shield on your team, they both move at exactly the same time. So they kind of look like choreographed dancers, in a way. And, now they're bobbing out of sync, which is actually annoying me quite a bit, but hopefully this will fix it. Come on, stop bobbing out of sync. Oh my goodness gracious, I am getting, like, it's actually annoying me. I don't know why. Okay, I just need to not look at it. Just leave out. But, like I always say with the dungeon, if you are struggling, the main thing to do is make sure you're upgrading your dragon's abilities, or elements I should say, because as soon as you get a wind dragon with level 6 at Storms Are Brewing, the dungeon becomes so much easier. And like here we have stone shield, so we can just put that on any of the guys on our team as well. And it pretty much makes doing all of this a cakewalk. Like at no point during any of these fights do I expect us to actually come up against any difficult fights or anything. And we're just getting perfect hits to build up Dragon Fury and wreck these guys like that. Easy does it. And it's just rinse and repeat until you finish all 3 fights in the dungeon. You know, and then we got level 66s again, so we will switch out to our Autumn. Make sure we don't keep the other 2 in there, because otherwise it will use their energy hearts. I don't even know what you call them, I always forget. Like, dungeon energy. Let's call it that. And you can see without the prairie, this actually becomes much quicker, in fact. So, yeah, just taking in one really high level dragon like this guy with infection, too good. And if you had a really high level, I don't know, pixel dragon that had the hot coals ability, then you could probably one-shot all of these enemies as well with him. Just anything that is strong that has hot coals or infection, and you're just gonna wipe the dungeon. But, you know, I get people telling me quite frequently, like, oh, the dungeon dragons are like 10 levels higher than my actual team. I've never actually seen that happen, but, you know, if that's the case, then let me know and I'll try and help you out with your team composition. Because I used to be someone that did, in fact, struggle massively with the dungeon. And then one day I switched my team comp around a little bit, and then the dungeon was the easiest thing I've ever done. So, sometimes it just requires a little bit of changing up and, you know, maybe putting your Earth Defender first, putting your Wind Defender first, or just taking a dragon that can one-shot all the enemies. Those are the 3 best options because, you know, Earth is extremely good at defense, the Wind is extremely good at defense, and one-shotting is also pretty valuable in this game. It is a shame that our Lantern Dragon keeps being, like, just a tiny bit off in damage, though. Eventually, our Lantern will be a much higher level than these 2. That is if we stop using all of our food on the ruins, that is. Because, I'm kind of prioritizing leveling up our Ruin Dragons instead of leveling up our Lantern. And I probably shouldn't do that. But, I don't know. I've just been, you know, new update, new stuff, and I'm kind of like, ooh, new stuff, that's all fancy. And, you know, I should really just level up the damn dragon. That's what I was doing with the breeding den upgrading as well. Instead of just saving up all of my enchantment trinkets, I just kept spending them on changing up the materials because I was always one step ahead of myself. And it's like, no, do the thing you need to do first. Then you get onto the extra stuff later. But, you know, I guess that's just who I am. I get distracted way too easily. And I cannot wait to be able to use Dazzling Aura on an entire team worth of dragons when this Lantern gets to level 80 maybe one day. We'll see. But he's going to be a strong fellow, and I still haven't decided on who our 3rd new team member is going to be. Because obviously, we have the Autumn, we have the Lantern, but now I don't know who my 3rd guy is going to be. Because I kind of want a a Stone Shield user in my 3rd spot, but at the same time, if I just one-shot everything, do I really need the Earth element? And you guys always ask me for advice, but genuinely, I kind of need some here. Like, just a second viewpoint or opinion on it, because I really have not decided whether I need that Stone Shield or not. Because it has saved us so many times in heroic mode that I feel like not having it would be a massive waste. But, you know, it's just in case they ever bring out level 90 dragons, a new section of the map, is like, will taking a Stone Shielder benefit me more in that case? And I'm gonna say probably yes, but I don't know for sure, so I guess we'll just I'll just continue to sit here and have my existential crisis over that, and still probably never actually make a decision. Because by the time we get to level 80s, that will be in 100 million years' times by the looks of things. Oh well. But you can see, we've just been absolutely acing the dungeon as per usual, and this is going to make up for 6 of the dungeon fights that we need. We'll have to do the other 2 tomorrow, because you need 2 lots of dungeon iterations to actually finish off the solo event as usual. We even got some gems there. You know what? That's probably the best chest we could have gotten just there. Not too shabby at all. But there's probably some more of these stupid gifts somewhere. There we go. There's a couple more over here as well. They just get everywhere. It's like when you go to the beach and your pants just fill up with sand. My islands are just covered in these gifts all the time. Oh, I think I just missed one in the bottom right, but oh well, I can't really be bothered to go back. I'll click that one. But anyway, for now, I'm probably going to end it there, but this is tier 9 of the event, as you can see. Leveling up dragons takes a very, very long time and will be the last one that you finish off of this tier more than likely. But anyway guys, for now, thank you very much for watching, good luck, and until next time, I will see you then.